the smartest order to invest your money if WW3 starts tomorrow. 90% of people would lose money if World War III started tomorrow. Not because they are stupid, because they invest in the wrong order. If a global war begins, markets panic. Stocks crash. Banks freeze withdrawals. Inflation explodes. And suddenly, the rules of money change overnight. But here is the crazy part. Some people actually become wealthier during global crises. Not lucky people. Prepared people. People who understand the order of protection. Because during chaos, money follows a predictable path. First safety, then scarcity, then recovery. If you understand that sequence, you protect your wealth, and maybe even grow it. So today, I will show you the smartest order to invest your money if WW3 starts tomorrow. Step by step. And trust me, step number 3 will shock you. Problem: why most people lose money. Most people believe investing is simple. Buy stocks. Hold forever. Wait for retirement. But history tells a different story. During World War I, many stock markets shut down. During World War II, entire economies collapsed. And during the 2008 financial crisis, trillions of dollars vanished. Here is the painful truth. Your portfolio works in normal times, but war creates abnormal times. Supply chains break. Currencies weaken. Governments print massive amounts of money. That causes inflation. Inflation means your dollars lose purchasing power. In simple words, your money buys less every year. For example, if inflation hits 10%, your $10,000 becomes worth $9,000 in real value. In just 1 year. And wars often push inflation much higher. Stay with me here, because this is where most investors make a huge mistake. When fear hits, they panic. They sell everything, or they buy random safe assets, without understanding the correct order. And the order matters more than the asset itself. Because during global crises, money moves through 4 stages. Protection, stability, scarcity, recovery. Miss that sequence, and your investments could collapse. But follow it correctly, and you position yourself exactly where smart money moves. Now let's talk about the first step. And honestly, most people skip it. Agitate why this problem is urgent. If WW3 started tomorrow, what would happen first? Markets would not crash slowly. They would collapse instantly. Trading halts. Panic selling. Mass withdrawals. This happened in 2020 during the pandemic. The market dropped 34% in just weeks. And that was not even a war. Now imagine global conflict. Energy shortages. Shipping disruptions. Cyber attacks on banks. The financial system would freeze temporarily. And here is a shocking statistic. During crises, over 60% of people cannot access their savings immediately because their money is locked inside investments or tied to financial institutions. Most people don't know this. Liquidity becomes more valuable than profit. Liquidity means cash you can access immediately, without selling assets during panic. And if you don't prepare beforehand, you are forced to sell investments at the worst possible moment. That destroys wealth. But smart investors prepare in advance. They follow a specific order. And that order starts with something very boring, but extremely powerful. Solution: the smartest investment order. Step 1. Build a cash war chest. Before any investment, you need liquid cash. Cash gives you options. Opportunities appear during crises, but only if you have money available. Financial experts recommend 3 to 6 months of expenses. But during extreme uncertainty, many investors hold 6 to 12 months. Not for profit, for survival. Because when markets crash, cash becomes power. You can buy assets at massive discounts. But without cash, you become the one forced to sell. And here is a surprising statistic. During the 2008 crash, investors with cash bought stocks 50% cheaper. Those investors doubled their money within a few years. But wait, cash alone is not safe long-term, because inflation slowly destroys it. So the next step protects your wealth from inflation. Step 2. Own hard assets, gold and silver. Gold has protected wealth for 5,000 years. Empires collapse. Currencies disappear. Gold survives. During uncertainty, investors rush toward precious metals. Why? Because governments cannot print gold. Scarcity protects its value. During the 1970s inflation crisis, gold prices increased over 2,000%. That shocked the financial world. Most people don't know this. Central banks also buy gold during global tension. In fact, many countries increased gold reserves recently. That signals preparation. But here is where it gets interesting. Gold protects wealth, but it does not create massive growth. For that, you need the next step. Step 3. Invest in wartime industries. Wars change economic priorities. Governments spend enormous amounts on defense. Weapons, cybersecurity, energy, infrastructure, and that spending creates opportunity. For example, during World War II, companies involved in manufacturing exploded in value. Today, the equivalent industries include defense technology, energy production, cybersecurity, satellite communications. These sectors receive massive government contracts, and government spending rarely stops during war. Here is a surprising statistic. The global defense industry exceeds $2 trillion per year, and that number grows during conflict. But remember, these investments are still volatile, so they should come after your protection layer. Never before. Now we move to the final step, the stage where smart investors build long-term wealth. Step 4. Buy the market after the panic. Every crisis follows a pattern. Crash, panic, recovery. This pattern repeats again and again. After World War II, the U.S. economy entered one of the greatest growth periods ever. After the 2008 crisis, the stock market increased over 600%. And after the 2020 crash, stocks recovered within months. History proves something powerful. Markets hate uncertainty, but they love rebuilding. Here's where it gets interesting. The best time to invest is often when fear is highest. Not when everything feels safe, but only if you prepared in advance. Cash first, hard assets second, strategic industries third, and finally, broad market investments during recovery. That sequence protects you during chaos and positions you for growth afterward. Let's quickly recap the smartest investment order. Step 1. Build a cash emergency fund. At least 6 months of expenses. Step 2. Protect wealth with gold and silver. Hard assets survive inflation. Step 3. Invest carefully in wartime industries. Defense, energy, cybersecurity. Step 4. When panic fades, Buy the stock market during recovery. This strategy follows history, and history repeats more than people expect. If this video helped you, smash that subscribe button. Every week I reveal money secrets your school never taught you. And next week, I'm exposing the 5 assets billionaires secretly buy during global crises. You don't want to miss that one. See you next week.